Hi, and welcome to this week's weekly wisdom. And today I just wanted to talk to you a bit about a time that can kind of start showing up at this stage of our lives, and that is a sense that our lives no longer seem to fit. Whether they don't fit us as who we're starting to become, or whether it's more that we feel like we don't fit in so much anymore. Now, why I wanted to talk about this is it can feel really disorienting, and it can also feel a bit scary because, we've spent our whole lives, in most cases, trying to fit in some way or other, or perhaps rebel in a way that helps us to still feel like we belong, but in a different way. Or the roles that we've been taking on no longer seem to fit us. What do we do then? Well, before I go into that, let me just share with you a bit about what's possibly going on. And that is all about our hormones. So when we're younger, our hormones are very much designed to keep us and potential offspring safe by belonging in the group. So we're very driven, particularly by our estrogen, to fit in, even when we may not feel comfortable, but we're doing that as a survival strategy. Now that particular type of estrogen might be dropping off, or for some of us it might be gone completely, we no longer have that hormonal driven drive to fit in. And what that means is it's actually a great opportunity for us to start exploring what matters most to us. What do we want our lasting legacy to be? For those of us who've had children, perhaps part of our legacy is our children and maybe their children. But for us as an individual, sometimes we have a feeling that we need to do something more with our lives or contribute in a different way. And guess what? This is the perfect moment to start exploring what that might be for you. Now, sometimes it might be just through a hobby, some way that you can express yourself. You can perhaps fulfill a sense of purpose. Maybe it's different groups that you're involved in. And for others, it might be, I want to have a new career, or I want to do something different with my life. This feeling of misalignment is really a call to you that you've got opportunities to grow, that there's something more that you could be doing if you so desire. Now, if there's something that you feel called to do and you know what that is, maybe you need to reflect a bit on what are the steps that might help you get there. And if you feel like there's something more but you don't know what that is yet, then maybe that's something that we can support you with as well. If you'd like to have a conversation about where you're at and just see if there's things we can do, please do book in a clarity call session with us. I'd love to have a chat and learn a bit more about what's going on and what you think you might be wanting to do, and we can explore how we might be able to support you further in that, or if there's some other things that we could recommend instead. That's it from me this week. I'm Tanya Rutherford from Queen Bee Rising.